Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Pelicans playing here with a home court advantage. So the Pelicans win the tip. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun. And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Shot clock at 5. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Right side, Green. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Bullock. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, boy, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Irving, good. Irving's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
Here's Irving. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Powell trying to free himself up. And now the Pelicans on the break. Williamson with the ball. Kicks it out to McCollum. Again, the Pelicans score.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
Doncic outside. Back to Irving. The 3. Down low. Here's Powell. Pass to Bullock. They double him with Williamson. Irving with a clean look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
It's his first trip to the line.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Here's McGee. Shot from 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
To the inside. McGee. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go with a 3. Marshall can't hit. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Here is Daniels, following the score by Dallas. Here's Alvarado. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Here he goes. Daniels, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. No good with the wing jumper.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
McGee with the block. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Tim Hardaway picks one up. The Pelicans have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. "51 seconds left, first quarter." Now here's Hardy. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Here's Richardson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Kleba. Launches it. Good on the triple.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Richardson. Out to the right wing. To the middle. And here's Murphy. Puts it up from 12. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Outside Holiday. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Powell. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
That one falls. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Mavericks?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
The kick out to Irving. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
They get the rebound. Looking to end the run. Here's Valanciunas.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Boy, you know, the moment Luka gets loose now, his shot is off. Great quick release for the big guy.
Pass to Williamson. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Wood. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Doncic has got 8 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Doncic. Inside. Pass to Bullock. Now Doncic. There's the three. Valanciunas grabs the board. And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Green. And here is Doncic. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Pelicans trail by 14. For three, Marshall. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now here's Hardy. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Alvarado grabs the board. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Pass to Alvarado. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Hardy. There's the drive. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
To the paint. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For the three. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Mavericks ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Back to Bullock. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Bullock's got the first points of the second half here for the Mavs. Here's Williamson. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And how about the positioning on the glass there by Valanciunas? Just not afraid to throw that large body around.
The Pelicans have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Here's Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Doncic has got 10.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and taking it.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Irving surveying the floor. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 15-point game. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Oh, great reflexes from Zion. Doesn't second-guess himself. Just takes his shot right up.
And the way C.J. McCollum-Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pelicans trail by 15. Back to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. And here's McCollum for three. And that one, good. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Irving, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
Jones for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Jones. And here's Daniels. Back to Jones. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Powell for 3. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Shot to stop the run. Scooped up. McGee with the block. Pass to Irving. To the middle. Powell with it. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And here's McCollum for 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. Mavericks leading by 22. Irving from long range. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Irving. A 3 ball. This one for 3. The Mavericks rebound. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Dallas. They finish off the 3rd quarter on a 15-6 run. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Alvarado. To the wing on the left. Marshall inside the 3-point line. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
To the wing right side. And the basket is good. Marshall's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And stolen by Richardson. New Orleans moving it around. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Dallas leading by 18. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Richardson. Pass to Murphy. Right wing. Inside. A 3, Marshall. It's rebounded by Dallas. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Outside Murphy. Rebounded by McGee. And so here is Dallas. They have a 19-point lead.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson's bringing down the house.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The drive by Doncic. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter. And Jaden Hardy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Jones from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Dallas leading by 16. Doncic way outside. Shot clock reset for Dallas. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
For the Mavericks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for JaVale McGee.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Irving can't hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Ingram is slim of build, but showing you some muscle there, fighting for a second chance shot.
Here's Irving. Dallas again missing. Pelicans trail by 14. A 15-footer. And Williamson throws it down.
Terrific energy so far from Williamson on offense. You can tell he wants to make an impact on that end.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
From outside the arc, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They trail by 14. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Outstanding effort that time to track down the long rebound.
And it's Bullock missing. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the three ball is good. Outside Irving. Can't connect. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,